it'll say again, the stream has stopped unexpectedly like it did before.
I off to the side where I have the second set of our views and shit.
Yep. But we'll see. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to get into stuff right off the jump
Mhm.
because of what the fuck just happened.
Well, anyway, people, I don't recommend watching this show live to begin with. You know, I mean, it could maybe old Holland is in his room recording his podcast, and he's taking up all the bandwidth in the world. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think it's a problem with Restream.
Yeah.
Fuck, I think it's a problem with my fucking Wii stream because of all the beer drinking. Piss,
Mm.
piss, piss, piss.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but then I start drinking, and it just tastes so good, and I stop thinking about that.
Fuck. Well, you better go grab one, Joe.
Oh, I got a spare here.
A spare?
Mm.
All right, Joe. Let me do a little clock. All right, and cut. We're gonna do it again. All right, let me get a little cough here, and then we'll go back to this fucking documentary.
Okay.
So, Joe, as we all know, I watched a documentary called Sabu, the documentary. It's not called the documentary. But for the autists out there, there's the back. There's that. There's that. And there's that. There's a sign in there that says RVD 420, even though this is a Sabu documentary and all. But hey, RVD produced it, so fuck you. He's gonna get his shit in, bitch.
Does it have a commercial for? No, no, that's Diamond Dallas Page that does the yoga shit.
It sure is, Joe. But we're not here to talk about that curly haired fuck. We're here to talk about Sabu and this documentary. So, not really a biography. That's more or less what I thought it was going to be. Starts out saying a little bit, uh, not really as much as I'd thought. They kind of just say, oh, yeah, he trained with his fucking uncle, the Sheik. Rob Van Dam showed up. They started training. They went to ECW. They had all these crazy matches and just kind of fast because that's not really the focus of the documentary. Uh, it's really about like him getting ready for his final match, his retirement match. And if you know anything about Sabu, doesn't really talk a whole lot. Uh, it you would think he's just like all fucking barbed wire and jumping off chairs and slamming fucking himself through tables and shit, but he learned how to wrestle first. He's not like these giant fat guys who just flop around the ring and smack each other with light bulb tubes and shit. But it's kind of what his last match turned into. But it's just it's just kind of him chronicling getting ready for his final match, and he looks really fucking bad. Like him getting ready for his final match, it looks like somebody took an air pump to his head and inflated it a little bit. I don't know what the fuck he was on. He had to be on something. He was like pretty incoherent. Sabu did some shit. He says on here he just kind of went along with how exaggerated shit was. Like, oh, I didn't really do that. I just thought it sounded cool, like a rock star and shit. But I don't know the guy. I never met the fucking guy, but I would have to assume he was on some shit for how bad he looked and how bad he sound. And they were just like, oh, yeah, we'll get him into the fucking ring and shit still. That was fucking crazy. But when he got out there, he was somewhat doing it. I didn't bother watching his final match because I heard it was a shit show. But from what they showed in the documentary, picking and choosing your parts, it didn't seem that bad. But he looked fucked. And a couple days later, he died. Turns out it was from a massive heart attack.
How old was he?
He was an ECW original. So I don't know. I'm sure they said it in the documentary. I want to say 50s, maybe early 60s, but probably 50s. Uh but yeah, like he did a lot of fucking wild ass shit. Like he was known for doing like wild ass fucking shit. It's just he never got the fucking, the success that he should have because he innovated. Like they call him like man, he like the wild shit that you would see now. He kind of fucking paved the way for the people to do that, just like the running and jumping off of shit and doing flips and shit like that. But just because he was all just, oh no, fuck you. I want to do stuff my own way. I don't really give a shit. It's not about money. I'm going to do it the way I want to fucking do and all that. And
Do it in his style.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, him, he trained Rob Van Dam essentially. And then they fucking went to ECW and shit together and then WWE and fucking like you see RVD's house in here and he has like a decent house. He has a personal gym in his fucking garage and a sauna. He has like this big airbrush mural of himself and his wife in his gym. And Sabu's living with two other guys in a rented house, kinda. Well, that's kind of a shame for what the fuck he did and what he put his body through and just hanging around, smoking weed and not really giving a fuck because, life kicked him in the dick. His wife recently died. She was a wrestler. It's his second wife. Something fucked up happened to her legs, so it was amputated like during COVID or something. They said like nobody reached out to him. The hospital didn't reach out to him to like say, hey, this is happening. Sounds kind of weird. I don't know, like if they weren't married or something, how that legal shit kind of works.
Yeah.
So maybe, but next thing he knew, wife got his fucking leg cut off, and then 6 months later, she was fucking dead. So it's just him kind of dealing with that, and it's pretty fucking depressing,
About
Joe.
feel good documentary 2026.
Yeah, not really. Like it's good. It's not great. It's better than Headspace, the RVD documentary this guy made, but like he made the decision to shoot a couple of the interviews like this and it's all like out of focus and shit. Like if you want to do some artistic thing, fine, I guess, but I mean it looks like shit. Maybe if it was in focus, oh no, it was blurry and shit, because he's kind of fucked up in the haze of his. I doubt it, but maybe that's the artsy fartsy reason for doing those shots. I don't know. They didn't say it in the documentary. Or not the documentary, the commentary track. Commentary track was all right. It's the director and RVD. The only interesting thing I learned is that he did have roommates and that really like wasn't his house or whatever. So maybe this documentary could have used a narrator and that could have helped a little bit, just like somebody to push the story along. Because there's about an hour, 10 minutes or so of like Sabu interview on the special features. It was alright. It, not surprising, it doesn't seem like he got a whole lot out of him, but uh I mean, I like it as a Sabu fan, you know, I like it. I If you're not a wrestling fan, I don't know how far this would fucking go. Honestly, it's not like, "Oh, wow, this is an interesting story." It's you know, you're just kind of following Sabu as he's getting ready for his last match. I guess it was originally supposed to end with him going to fucking Japan and having another match. So, oh, I guess it was his left, but then he died, so it was.
Yeah. Last match in America.
Oh, Vampiro style.
Speaking of narrators, they could have brought in old Vampiro.
They sure could have. But yeah, it was all right. It was all right. 7 out of 10.
Well, I'm glad your order came in on time.
He got it the same month. They're usually good about that with their new releases. Oh, you'll get it in the new release month. Cause you know, it'd be kind of shit. Hey, here, buy this new stuff. Wait. But we'll see. They got their fucking shit coming up in a couple days or whatever, but if there's anything, I'm just gonna wait till Frightmare and pick it up there because I'd get it the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not pay shipping, probably tax either.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll have that Sex and Fury over at the Arrow. We'll see.
Oh shit! I think I read something that they just canceled that.
What?
I think so. It wasn't something I was interested in, but I was scrolling through Reddit and I think I seen something that said they can't. Was it a set?
It's got two movies. It's like same characters in both, or
Yeah,
same.
I think so.
Well, I was excited about that one. Oh well.
You might have to get like a region free player if Eureka puts it out or well, I mean Arrow's UK, so who knows? I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is, Joe.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. We'll see. I'll find out.
You will. You'll get to the bottom of this
Well,
no crack selling ass situation.
some investigative reporting, just like Do Gang used to do.
Mm-mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I saw a couple fucking movies coming out this year, and I was like, well, fuck that sheep movie in the butt. Does Joe know that Practical Magic 2's coming out?
I know it's been talked about for decades, but yeah, unfortunately, it's not following the books. They're just continuing these chicks from the movie, which is nothing like the. I still like the movie, but those books are kick ass.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you think about this new one, Joe.
Oh, sure, I'll be going to the theater to see it. That the fucking sheep detectives, the goat detectives. Man, that's about it. All I'm excited for this year.
Well, I'm
X
about to.
is coming out.
What?
Excalibur 2. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Joe, this is gonna make you even wetter than Excalibur 2. What if I told you that there's a Wishbone documentary coming out this year?
I would tell you that I gotta watch that shit.
Looks like you're gonna have to watch that shit.
Yeah. As far as I know, that shit was like filmed across the street over here.
You'll find out.
Hmm?
You'll find out. In the hit motion picture, Wishbone, the documentary.
Documentary.
Fucking pricks.
Hey Tom, remember those Ip Man movies I saw?
Joe, those are the only movies I remember that you talk about.
Well, shit. They were so successful, Tom, that they made a spin-off movie about the guy, the character that challenged him in the last movie and lost. What was his name? Let me
Mike
see.
Tyson.
Zhong Tin Chi. The movie is called Master Z, The Ip Man Legacy. I don't know why it's called Master Z because the guy's name is Chung Tin Chi. None of that has a Z in it. But the actor is Jin Zong, aka Max Jing, which starts with a Z. So I don't know. I don't know, Tom. Okay, well, here's the thing. Old Chung has been, since his defeat at the hands of Ip Man, he left, he left Hong Kong. Yeah, and he's just moved off to this other place. And he's got a son to support, so he's been making money as an assassin. Nice guy, makes money as an assassin until he saves up enough money to open up a little shop, a little store, a little convenience store, and sending his son off to school. He's put the ways of fighting behind him, Tom. But there's two damsels in distress, Tom, because this one girl, she's kind of a junkie, owes a lot of money to the local hoodlums. And her sister goes and pays off that money. You leave my sister alone. And oh no, you got to pay the interest, my dear, because it's a really bad dubbing. It's the only way I could watch them. The British guys that are doing the dubbing, good. They're running away, and they run into old fucking Chung Ting Chi, and he had just bought his son a little action figure Dolly bank or something. Makes noise, it's like a little music box, and it is a like a Batman knockoff. But does this take place before Batman came? Well, anyway, it's an obvious knockoff of Batman the Animated Series, and they knock that thing down, Tom. It's like, hey, I just bought my son for that. I said, oh, you get that out of our way. I will not get out of your way. And they start fighting, Tom. He's back to fighting. Turns out that other chick knows how to fight too, and they're fighting these guys off. But god damn it, Tom. He's done pissed off the mob. So late that night, the next night, I don't know how time goes over there in, China. But they firebomb his store, and he lives right above the store. So shit, he's got to get his son out. His son,
Do hot feet.
he's fighting these guys, and like, the next day he's pissed off because his son's hospitalized, and well, he doesn't have a house. They doesn't have a shop anymore, Tom. So he goes after them and fucks up their opium den. Oh goddamn! Now the mob boss is pissed off. Those guys, their boss, Michelle Yeoh. She's this, Tom. And she's trying to like be legit in society. She goes to this charitable auction held by a local philanthropist, played by Dave Bautista, who was a chef. He owns a chef in the place. I don't know. They send an assassin after fucking Dong Ching Ti, and it's played by Tony Jaa. And they have one fight scene, and then he has a fight scene with Michelle Yeoh, and then they kill somebody, and it gets him more mad, and then it's revealed that Dave Bautista is the guy that's behind all the opium coming into the city, and he's been paying off the British cops, and oh shit, the Asian cops there, the Chinese cops, they got to take a stand at some point, and they do at the end. And this guy fights Dave Bautista, and the thing is, Bautista's kicking his ass. I'm just kicking his ass until he decides, I vowed against it since I was defeated by Ip Man, but no, it's time for me to use Wing Chun again. And he does, Tom. He does. Beats Ip Man, beats Bautista, takes the belt from him, both the fucking international wrestling belt and the MMA. Did he ever fucking fight MMA? Yeah, I think he did, but he didn't fight who he was supposed to or some shit because that guy got arrested. And then, yeah, everything's happily ever after, Tom. I guess he's gonna give his son the little toy and it works again at the end. It's a symbol, Tom. It's a symbol that everything is now right with the world. You know, this guy that plays the lead here, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, it makes me think like those Eat Man movies, even though the last one was not great, it really needed that leading man that could carry the fucking thing, and everybody that's brought in there, like Bautista's just brought in because he's an imposing figure and he's an international star. It was kind of like bringing in Mike Tyson in the last Eat Man movie. Michelle Yeoh, she's a huge, huge star, but she's here for a paycheck. You can tell she hardly does shit. Tony Jaa does some fucking amazing martial arts. Not in this movie. I don't even know why they have him here. He does, what is he, Malaysian or something? So he can't speak Chinese, but they don't give him any roles that anybody can dub or lines that anybody dubs anyway. He's just a silent assassin. The fight scenes, which is what we watch this shit for, right? That's what I watch martial arts, to see some badass choreography, people do some crazy, amazing stunt work. This is a wire fu, as you would call it, Tom, and not very good at that. They try to enhance it with CGI, and it just looks sloppy and cheap. It looks like all the people in the background in a Marvel movie, when they're fighting like 100 aliens or whatever. That's what the people in the foreground here look like. Just moving real choppy and shit. This movie's bad. This is it's Ip Man Legacy. Will you just shit on that legacy, Master Z? Master Z for zero. That's what I say. So on to Ip Man 4. A return to greatness.
I don't know if you knew this there, Joe, but Michelle Yeoh, real Asian. It's not makeup.
She is. She is.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day, her name was Charlie Chan, you see.
Dave Bautista, not a real Asian.
I think he is.
But they didn't dub over him either. Maybe they did in China, when they showed this movie there. There's some nationalism in it. The British are betrayed, like all corrupt and whatever. But they are. Fuck them. No kings, baby. No.
Oh, I was going to say Burger King until I remember what the fuck they did to you. Ah, shit. Fuck them no kings motherfuckers. You know why?
Why?
There's got to be a king of White Castle. You can't have a castle without a king.
It could just be like an old haunted castle.
No,
like
he was a king.
go into.
I'm picturing the king in my head. In the 90s, there was definitely a king and a dragon, and I want to say a wizard. Man, White Castle was the shit. Get all fucked up on wizard spells and shit your pants.
We didn't have that shit down here, so we didn't get any commercials. I don't even think they showed their commercials when I would watch fucking the Chicago station, WGN.
WGN. Fuck.
Yeah.
Used to show the Cubs.
It was fucking the Bozo show that kept that shit alive.
Fuck, hey. I heard they called you Cookie Puss.
Hey, next party we throw here, I'm going to have the grand prize game all set up.
But the ball bounced out. Does that count?
Nope.
And they shoved the bike up the kid's ass. Well, Joe, I have a Shudder subscription. So I watched A new release from the fine folks at IFC. This would be the time where I would say, well, there, young Joseph, back in the 2000s, when I saw an IFC release at Hollywood Video, I would say, ooh, IFC puts out the good shit. I'm gonna rent this. But I've said that enough in the last few years to know I've been missing a lot in recent years. A whole lot. Nothing sticks out since the autopsy of Jane Doe. That's just like, oh yeah, that was an IFC movie I really liked. I remember Good Boy being one, but that was very hit and miss. And Dolly's all miss. Cause it's about a lady. Tee-hee. Or is it?
Wait a minute, Dolly is
Yeah.
IFC. Oh shit! I thought this was one of your 2026 Tubi releases when I saw the poster.
No, Joe. This is a 2026 IFC slash Shutter release.
Wow, this is
Wow.
news.
News. Um, Generic slasher chainsaw clone. Replace the fucking chainsaw with a shovel. The skin mask with a doll mask. Pretty much what it is. So two white people go off and do white people shit like we do walking through the woods and say, "Hey, you hear that noise? That horrible shrieking? Let's go see what it is." And then old Sean Willem Scott, he sees what's supposed to be a lady, but it's clearly a giant man wrestler in like some kind of, maybe it's supposed to be a baby doll dress and a baby doll mask because it's one of these movies. It's like, oh, isn't baby dolls creepy? Isn't old dirty baby dolls creepy? Look at all these creepy baby dolls we have all over the place. Ooh, look, that one's nailed to a tree and it's so creepy and it's so dirty. So, anyways, this giant dickhead in the mask is there, like, covered in fucking blood, and old fucking Stifler's like, "Hey, buddy, are you okay? What's wrong? Are you?" So old Wooga Booga looks at him, fucking, he falls backwards. The son of a bitch takes a shovel to his kneecap, damn near amputates his leg, and then fucking takes the shovel to his fucking mouth, turns him into a Pez dispenser, and then his lady shows up and says, she gets knocked out, taken back to the fucking house, and there she's treated like Dolly's baby. What'll happen? Who gives a fuck? It's very generic. Everything you've seen before. I want to say it's uninspired, but it's clearly inspired by Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Uh, the baby doll shit sucks. It's not scary. The shit comes off like if Rob Zombie had restraint. That's what this movie would be. Uh, like I said, old Stifler damn near gets his fucking leg. Like we're we're to believe that the fucking shovel severed his fucking leg. And like I said, he turned into a fucking Canadian in South Park. But later on in the movie, he's able to hobble his way to the house and say, "Hey, Jennifer! Jennifer, you're in the house!" I mean, some of the effects are well done, and it's like, hey, look at that. But hey, who gives a shit? It's absolutely nothing new and just generic ass slasher. Who fucking gives a fuck? It's on the list so far. Don't have any 2026 movies in the good category. Had a few in the bad, so that sucks. But yeah, Shudder. Why am I paying for this? Because I'm dumb. I was gonna cancel it, and it was just like, hey, wait a minute. What if we give it to you for like $4 for 3 months? I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll find something in that time that's like the price of a ticket to the movie theater. So we'll see.
Next week. Next week's the week.
Yeah, we'll see what comes out. Me, I'm gay.
All the haunts are mine. This time in this set, we've got a movie called Akelarre, and that means witches' Sabbath or some shit, satanic rites of women, or something like that. This is a movie set in the Basque region of Spain, which you're very familiar with, Tom.
I am.
And well, shit, there's a feudal lord there that is not too happy with the populace because they're still holding on to those old ways, Tom. That old time religion. They like to gather at a cave and do let's sing a song to the old gods and then let's fucking have an orgy. All right.
Sounds like a bunch of fucking juggalos.
Yeah, everybody's gonna fuck everybody. Chicks, guys, and everything.
I was with you with the chicks stuff.
Yeah, but you mentioned juggalos, so I had to throw it out there, Tom, it was originally supposed to be an axe, but it evolved into a cleaver. And that's why he's called a hatchet man. So this guy's like, man, these fucking people. I think I'm gonna call in the church because some kid just came in and said he's a witch or something. So I believe him. Let's call in the fucking church, and they're gonna send in their grand inquisitor. This guy don't take no shit. And if there's witches here, he's gonna find them. And he does, Tom. He finds them in the prettiest girl in the village, who the Lord's son has a thing for. It's like he wants this bitch, but she's with this other dude. Yeah, well, she confesses to being a witch, Tom, after a bit of torture,
Nipple torture.
Everybody breaks under torture, and then she gives up a few other people. Some other people give up other people. Finally, and then the Lord's son goes and rapes the chick while she's locked up, because, hey, opportunity knocks, I guess. And eventually, the town folks, they had enough of this shit. They rebel, Tom. They rebel. But you can only rebel. So it's a fucking Catholic Church, man. How are you going to defeat the Catholic Church at the might of their power back then? They had armies and shit,
Throw a bunch of boys at them and then toss a net over the whole lot of them.
Yeah.
But you got to tie strings around the young boy's waist so you can pull them back away from danger.
Crazy what it is. This movie's pretty good, if the witch hunt genre is your thing. This is it doesn't have a whole lot that's different from those movies, but it doesn't also overplay things. It establishes that yes, these people, they do worship a pagan religion or whatever, but it doesn't all of a sudden their pagan spells start working, because it's a movie based in reality. Their fucking religion's bullshit, the fucking Catholic religion's bullshit, and it's just bullshit button heads. they filmed this in the region where this actually happened, and they, used a cave where some of these rituals would take place and shit like that. The guy that plays the main Inquisitor, he's really, really good. Everybody says from the special features that everybody else was good too, but I just thought everybody else was, that's okay, Movie looks good. This lady's supposed to be the prettiest one in the village, but okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't imagine there was a whole bunch of pretty people back in this time, but yeah, it's all right. It's not the greatest movie in this set, but it definitely deserves a place in it. It is about witchcraft, but the real shit. Special features. They talk to the director. They talk to the lady that played the village lady, and then they talk to the guy that raped her. And then they talk to the scholar, and he talks about the real witch hunts that happened, and like where this movie got a lot of shit right, and what they did right, and how they took some of the script directly from the logs of the witch trials and shit. So that was interesting. But yeah, it's not the best movie in this set. But I've seen very few. I looked to see what are other people saying about this, because I'd never heard of this one, and there's hardly any reviews of this movie out there or anything. Even the synopsis for this movie is just cut and paste on every fucking website that I went to. Fucking come on, people. Watch the movie. Write your own damn synopsis. It's just a paragraph you have to write. Some lazy fucks out there, Tom. Lazy AI slop, I'd call it. But it's just cut and pasting.
Means this is gonna be the one.
Mm.
Yes. Looks like old Spaniard Tom is gonna come out of retirement and check this one out.
Put on your old little conquistador hat.
That's right.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think you'd dig it.
Me neither. Especially because you called that boy a witch when he was a warlock.
Yeah,
Fucking prick.
the point. Yeah, I think
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very progressive movie, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Muy progresivo.
Shit. So, Joe, I watched another 2026 movie. It came out in February. It's called what?
February.
Oh, I fucked up. Yeah, February. Anyways, this February movie is called The Haunted Forest, and it's about a haunted attraction. What better time to release this shit? Why wouldn't you put it out a few months earlier? Or just wait a year? Seems like you'd probably get more fucking eyes on it. After this, I don't know how many eyes you're gonna get on it, though.
Where'd you watch?
Oh, in my living room.
Okay. No, I'm pretty sure that some of these streaming services, and especially the theatrical releases, like you got to pay some extra bucks if you got a horror movie to get it released in October or even late November. I think there's like, I don't know. You want it out there when people are gonna see it, you gotta fork it up, baby. People,
No, there's a release date, and they can accept it or reject it. It's not really up to Amazon like when it's released.
that was
That's up.
a joke, but okay, Mister
It's
No.
okay.
Go ahead.
It's okay. Just letting you know.
Continue with your Halloween movie.
I will. So in this spectacular fright fest, a high school student, he's I guess he goes to a boarding school, not because he's rich, but because he's smart, you see. and that's a sticking point in the movie or something that they bring up. Anyways, I guess the fucking kid goes to work at this haunt. Last year, his cousin worked at the haunt.
Art.
Yeah. So Joe, it's just, that's who he really is on the ins. This should be said. The main character is an African American gentleman, and he was disowned by his family because he listens to heavy metal, wears Marilyn Manson t-shirts, and paints his fingernails black, you see. So his family's like, so he goes to live with a white family,
Ugh.
and they say, "Hey, there's a haunted house there. Why don't you?" Oh, I love that shit. That's great. So he goes there and just like, "Well, I'm just so happy to be at this haunted house." But Joe, one of the workers, he meets an untimely demise
Mm.
when they find him fucking hanging. Just fucking hanging dead. Oh my god, everything's so sad. He fucking falls in love with a goofy white bitch who works there, and she says, "Hey, me and, some of the people, we have this club where we pay respects to all the Indians who died and were buried on this land." And I'm just thinking, "All right, you stupid fucking bitch. Anywhere you walk, how many fucking generations of people have there been all over the world? Anywhere you walk, chances are you're stepping on somebody's rotten fucking body with some asphalt over it." But they make this a big thing. It's like, oh, this haunt, it's on Indian burial ground.
Well, I'm very interested in this ceremony that they do, Tom.
It's just like them doing yoga.
Oh, because me and a bunch of other people sometimes gather in a very huge ceremony, and we give respects to the Braves uh, by doing a chant called "Na Na 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 Na," and then the Braves play. Fuck yeah! So how does their thing? They do yoga.
That's right.
Hmm.
Because they're goofy whites, you see. So yeah, more shit starts happening at this haunt, and it's like, oh my god, what's going on? You already know. You figured it out. It doesn't matter. This really isn't a horror movie until like the last 15 minutes. This is some like wimpy coming of age drama. It reminds me a lot of Grow Up Tony Phillips, where it's just, oh, a kid that loves Halloween, but it's just all kind of pussy shit. I mean, it's cool. They got this haunt that looks like it would be a fun time. They were able to shoot there and do all that, but I don't think this movie really knows what it wants to be. Because at the end, there's like some gore effects. A head gets cut off, and there's like blood spraying. It's just like, oh, where was this? The whole fucking movie. Spoiler alert. Of course, the fucking goofy white bitch is like, we have to avenge the engines. All right, then, you fuck. So if you got white guilt, check it out. Yeah, it stunk. Like, it was cool seeing the haunt stuff, and that was sweet and all that, but it was just, wiener kid fucking lame, wimpy bullshit. It was just like, all right, man, I fucking guess. It's like, all right, well, I could either watch this in front of my dad or kiss a dick. I don't want to, embarrass my dad, so come here, Pecker. I don't know. Luckily, he's dead, so he'll never know I watch this shit. Yeah, at least if it came out around Halloween, they'd just be like, "Oh yeah, look, Halloween movie, Haunted Forest." Not just somebody scrolling through fucking Amazon in April.
That's when the movie will hit its stride, Tom.
Nah. I
Probably.
mean, people are going to be like, it's maybe for like kids who outgrew Are You Afraid of the Dark? But they might even be like, well, this is kind of slow and lame. It's like an ABC family movie with like a couple swears and some blood and gore at the end. It's just pussy shit. I don't. It's just wimpy. I don't know. This is another word I'd like to use, and we'd all laugh, but mm-mm-mm.
Hey, Tom, have you watched Men? Hold on. I know. Have you seen the film Men? The A24 hit motion picture, Tom.
No, but I have watched Men.
I know. I know. This one's directed by Alex Garland, and I like a lot of his shit, you know. Ex Machina, fucking he wrote the 28 Days Later movies, the good ones. Um fucking Civil War, fucking One Battle After Another, which was one of my favorites last year. I think this came out maybe 2 years before that. I don't know. But A24, I don't have much of an interest in watching elevated horror, Tom, but his name attached, I thought, well, fuck. Okay. It's on HBO Max, whatever they fucking want to call it this week. Let me give it a shot. This is about a woman that rents out a house in a country village in somewhere in the UK where they talk all funny and shit. And she gets there, Tom. It's a great place. There's a beautiful, like, little patch of land right as you go in with an apple tree, and she walks up to it and plucks an apple. Bye.
Was there a sign like, don't eat the apples, please?
No, there was not. But yeah, the
Was there a
imagery.
snake crawling by the tree?
There's snakes all over this movie, Tom. It's called Men, you see. But
Oh,
we'll
so it's fucking trouser snakes.
okay. She's there, Tom, because she's kind of grieving the death of her husband. Not just the death of her husband, the suicide of her husband. And I'm saying kind of because she was going to leave him. And that's what they were fighting about. And it's revealed in the movie that, you know, he got violent with her. And then, you know, and then he felt bad about that. He had told her, hey, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. And he did. He fucking did. And so she's got that on her mind, you know.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah, this weird fucking dude is renting her the house, gives her a tour. He talks like it's you know, just talking like a weird country, you know, whatever fucking English. I can't do their talk, you know. It's just like,
I
you know.
think you can.
But gets the tour of the house, and then the next day she goes for a walk and just walking around, you know, it's like in a violent nature. We're just watching her walk for a while, and then she comes to a tunnel, and it has an echo, and she does an echo, and it's unrealistic the way the echo goes. You know, you've done an echo, right? You can hear it maybe twice, maybe. This one goes on, and then she starts doing another echo thing, so it kind of like makes a song because it keeps on going back and forth, and it's just
Damn, she's doing her own round.
yeah. So it's like a moment for her. She's happy, but then she sees somebody at the end of the tunnel, and he's making some weird fucking noise, and he's coming after her. She fucking hauls ass. She hauls ass, and then she's lost. She don't know where the fuck she is. And finally, she passes some houses, goes through a field. She turns around, and in those houses, these are decrepit houses and shit. There's a naked dude just standing there, not doing anything. She freaks out. She goes home. She's just trying to fucking calm down and shit. Then the naked dude's in the fucking yard. He's in the orchid and shit. He's trying to break in the house. She calls the bobbies. That's what they call the police over there. And they arrest the dude, and she's just like, what the fuck, I don't know, ma'am. He's just he probably got away from this place or whatever. We don't know. But you're safe now, whatever. The next day, she goes for a walk, and she goes to a church, and she starts fucking yelling in there. She's like, freaking out. There's like a green man statue there, which is an old religion type shit. And there's some other like pagan shit in the church. What's it doing in the church? I don't know. She goes around the corner of the church, and there's a mannish boy there. And says, hey, play hide and seek with me. Says, nah, I don't want to play. Fuck you, bitch. What's the matter with you? You can't even play with a person. And then a vicar comes up, Tom. That's what they call a priest over there. And he says, oh, go along, boy, go along. And says, ma'am, I can see you're hurting. How do you know that? Because you were fucking crying in the church, lady. You want to sit down and talk about it? She does, tells him all this, and he killed himself. And it's like, and then the vicar's like, hey, well, I mean, did you ever give him a chance, I mean, before you drove him to his death? What? She leaves pissed off. She goes to the bar. Everybody in the bar is treating her crazy, like just talking down to her. Shit. She's fuck this. She goes back to the house, Tom. Who's there in the yard? It's that naked guy again. Oh fuck. She's freaking out. She's freaking out. But there's pounding on the door, and it's the landlord guy, but he starts changing back and forth into the naked guy, and then change into the cop that arrested the guy, then change into that crazy kid that wants to play hide and seek, and then changes to the fucking vicar. That's what they call a priest over there, Tom. And yeah, it's all crazy, and they're like coming into the house and chasing after her, and she grabs a knife and cuts the guy's arm from here to there, and he's got like two flappy arms now, and it doesn't look good because that's not the way anatomy works, but it's part of it. And then all of a sudden, it's like one person's like the naked guy's there, and then he's all bloated like I don't know, like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's all fucking fat and shit. He gives birth to one of the other characters, Tom. And the same thing happens. That other guy gets bloated. He gives birth to one of the other characters. And that one gives birth. Blah, blah, blah. And finally, it's the last one, I think, was her husband or whatever, her dead husband. And I don't know. She can't take it anymore, Tom. She starts fighting back. And at the end of it, her friend that she called at one point, hey, come on over here. Yeah, I'm on my way. She sees her the next day, and the lady just sitting there, and she smiles, Tom. The end. Yeah. So, this isn't a horror movie. This is one of these movies where the character's going through introspection. Maybe the shit at the beginning happened for real, but the rest of it didn't. It's just all in her head, Tom, because she's dealing with this grief that she's got and this guilt that the men have imposed on her. guilt that men have thrown on women since the very first, since Eve took that apple from the Garden of Eden, Tom. She's responsible for everything wrong that's happened in the world since that moment. And God damn it, Tom, that's what this movie's about. It's about women letting go of that guilt, becoming stronger, becoming something else, and fucking men, dude. Fucking men. Movie looks really good. The lady Jessie Buckley, she's in a lot of shit. She's a woman that's I wouldn't. She's not ugly. I'll say that. But she's a fucking incredible actress. She's good in this. Rory Kinnear, he plays all the men in the village. So I hope he got paid 6 times or however many characters he plays. I don't know how they do that in merry old England. They probably don't have the same SAG kind of shit that we got here. But hope you got a payday, dude. He does a good job. The movie looks good. The score is annoying because it's that fucking echo that they do in the tunnel. They reuse that, and it's just an annoying fucking sound. And maybe that's the point of it, Tom. Maybe it's just like, women have been screaming these things at us that we just don't want to hear. And maybe I proved that, by being annoyed when I should have been listening to the nuances of that score. But nah, fuck it. I didn't like this movie. I usually like Alex Garland's shit, but don't fucking preach at me, motherfucker. Don't you do it. And don't you dare put down the Bible. Not on this podcast. Amen.
So it's not about realizing you're a lesbian?
No, it's not.
I'll skip it then, I guess.
Should. I should have.
Yeah. Well, Joe, I watched the hit motion picture, The Man Who Loved Too Much 2.
Isn't that all?
Excuse me?
Isn't that all men? Don't we all love too much?
We all love too much. So at the end of the last one, the man who loved too much was putting on his show at the club when the 2 fucks from across town who were putting on their show showed up, and then the devil came and took care of those 2 motherfuckers and said, "The man who loved too much, it's time to repay your debt." And then the movie was over with. Now it starts off with the man who loved too much in hell talking to the devil. And it turns out he is called the man who loved too much because he died and he loved his wife so much that he made a deal with the devil that he would run the devil's army for him, but he needed to come back to see his wife because he loved too much, you see. So, Joe, he's suiting up, getting ready to fight the devil's war. Unfortunately, Joe, his wife is one of the recently deceased. And she's on the side fighting for heaven, leading heaven's army. It's going to be one hell of a fight in The Man Who Loved Too Much 2. It was pretty good. I did not expect it to take this turn in the first one, Joe. The effects were good. Have you ever seen 300?
Yes.
It's a lot of fighting like that, where it's just like a lot of people going back and forth and fighting like that. And you just kind of see the man who loves too much and the wife talking to their fucking things. And in the end, he finds out that she's the one leading the army, but she was wearing a helmet, a Roman helmet, you see, and put a flaming sword through her, fell to the ground, and when that helmet rolled off, he loved too much, and his fury exploded and burned all of the warriors from both sides who was left alive. And then
Even the Malbolgia?
and then the devil rises from the ground and says, "Well done, you've done my bidding." Ha 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 ha. But then a lightning bolt comes from heaven and strikes the devil down with furious anger. And you just hear a voice that says, "You've done well. Now it's time for what you were made for." And then it cuts to black. So next week, we will hear, I guess, about the epic conclusion of The Man Who Loved Too Much trilogy. Can't wait. It was all right.
I thought you were describing Spawn again when you were first talking about it.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Spawn. Even more of a ripoff now.
Mm. This was made in 1972.
Huh?
Do you know who Jim Brown is?
Yeah.
He was the man who loved too much.
I believe it. Huh. Did you watch anything?
No, but you know, as a gentleman, a child, I should say, is a child with not very much money, and I can only afford one comic book a month. I'm feeling a little Catholic, as in my asshole hurts because Marvel fucked me again this month.
I did. So, the only issue that I have of this one is part one of the Mad Dog Ward story. Look at that cover. Not the best from Bill Sienkiewicz, but I bet you if you saw the real thing in person, it would look cool. Like I said, Ann Nocenti wrote this one, and she's a writer that she's a good writer. I don't think she's a good writer in the Marvel universe with the stories with these characters. She had like a 2-year run on Daredevil that was interesting, but like Daredevil's fucking fighting the devil again, the devil's son, Blackheart or something.
You're the devil's son.
And Mephisto, and she's got a Typhoid Mary in there and everything.
Mephisto.
I guess this story is what maybe got her that gig. It's about a woman that's just gonna leave her husband, and he kills himself, and she goes to a village to, no, he like works for the kingpin and shit. So the thing is like, hey, if you got people that are gonna turn on us, we send them to the asylum. Kingpin's got his own asylum, and for special cases, there they call it the Mad Dog Ward. They put them down there and they experiment with them and they turn them into assassins or whatever. Um, they lock this chick up. The kids are going to break her out one day, and who's swinging along is old Spider-Man's. I said, well, what are you talking about? Well, maybe I should go check this out because these kids seem pretty concerned or whatever. And a bunch of soldiers are there, and they start fighting Spider-Mans, and one of them gets a lucky shot, shoots him, and so Spider-Man's shot again, and next in Amazing Spider-Man's number 295, the one you read, Tom. Spider-Man's has been in this asylum for 3 days. Fuck, has he got the baddest luck? Because in the last one, he was underground for 2 weeks. Now 3 days, he finally comes to, Tom, and yeah, they got him all doped up and shit. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He got this mad scientist doctor in there, and oh shit, can't wait to dismantle little Spider-Man's brains because the Kingpin knows that Spider-Man's is Peter Parker. Now this doctor does too. But Spider-Man's, he's coming to his own, Tom. He's starting, he's got that resilience of a spider. So it means like he can develop, I don't know, a tolerance to these drugs faster than the normal human can. And
yeah, like spiders.
Spiders do, yeah. And he starts a little rebellion, but they quash that shit. What'll happen next? I don't know. I didn't read the next issue. I ran out of time. But yeah, this is another one. Marvel went across all the 3 Spider-Man titles to tell one story. It's good. It's not a bad story. With the 2 parts I've read, it's not quite a Spider-Man story. It's just the story. Spider-Man's in it a little.
Sucks all the dicks in the room if you're only reading Amazing Spider-Man.
Right.
Feel like you got fucked in the ass.
Yeah, I think this is the last storyline that they do that for a little while. And then that's all.
Clone Wars.
That's all they do after the McFarlane era. Fuck it, we're gonna make everybody buy everything. Even the annual is gonna tie into this shit from now on. We'll even do a special that ties into it. Introduce Kane or somebody like that.
Because fuck you. Well, Joe, before we get into the main event, I'm gonna grab a beer.
You should. And while you're doing that, Tom, I'm gonna tell everybody about DWMProductions.net. Head on over there. Tom's got masks. He's got movies. He's got a hit album that may be going platinum this year. And, when things go platinum, you can't get them. You can't find them anywhere. So you may want to grab a hold of that while you can. After that, fastcustomshirts.com. I don't know if I'm going to be adding anything new for a while. I mean, I did work on something, a couple of somethings new, but I don't know if I'm going to put them on the site. But maybe I should. I don't know. I mean, one of them's one that's probably not going to sell anyway. Maybe it will at a convention or so where there's more like-minded people. You think these fucking people, they know I make shit. You think they would go to my site every once in a while and just check. Hey, what did Joe do new? What's he got? But nah, they don't go and they don't check and they definitely don't buy. But I know it's hard times for everybody, so I don't blame you. But what can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna get a beer, but it won't take me as long as Tom.
Hey, everybody. Hope you enjoyed whatever Joe said. I'm sure he'll be back a lot quicker than I was.
See?
Because I don't think Joe also went to go piss in a sink, you see.
Not. I'm at my house. Other people's homes.
I see. Well, I have a special sink just for it. It's called The piss sink.
Hmm.
You see. Well, Joe.
Tom, you're going to be calling somebody to treat that tree pretty soon, huh?
I might.
Who will you be calling, Tom?
Acme Pest Control in Baytown, Texas.
An exterminator, huh?
Mm-mm. I called two of them.
Two of them. All right. Well, fuck. That's a better.
One for the mouth, one for the ass.
Woo! Exterminator 2. Tom, had you seen this one before?
Joe, I have seen this one before, and I remember not liking it at all.
Tom, it turns out I had seen this one quite a few times because I think it was on heavy rotation on either HBO or Cinemax or Showtime or whatever the fuck we had back then. Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It is not the first movie at all. Tom, old Robert Ginty, what's his name in this? John?
I think it's John Henry.
Yeah, old John Henry. He's back, and what's he been doing? Well, he's been looking for a job. He's been dating a dancer, a chick that just dances at a bar. They just have like a little stage where she cannot strip, but she's scantily clad and dancing because it's New York, I guess. And people applaud. She's somebody that went to New York to become a Broadway dancer, Tom. But hey, fuck it. A lot of people don't make the big time. A lot of them don't make.
Nothing wrong with off Broadway.
Right. Yeah, but she ain't even got that shit going for her.
Oh, she was off Broadway.
So he's seeing her, and he's looking for a job, kinda, not really looking all that hard. And then every once in a while, he's busting out a flamethrower and killing criminals, huh? Guys that rob stores and beat up old people, in funny ways.
I mean, he kills them too. He doesn't just beat up the old people.
Yeah.
Or they don't just beat up the old people.
Yeah, they shoot him down, and so he burns them up, But the thing is, these people are part of a gang, a gang led by a guy who is a LARPer. You know what that is, right? Live action role play. The leader of this gang, played by Mario Van Peebles. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with him, Tom, because he thinks he's in a Mad Max movie or some shit. And most of his guys in his gang, they break dance.
It's because they just shot Electric Boogaloo, you see.
Mm-hmm.
They liked working with those fellas.
Well, thing is, they're not. Old John Henry isn't the only one that's upset by these guys. There's a fucking trash man that sees them knocking over an armored car. Not just an armored car, fucking, there's a police helicopter. They'll shoot out of the sky. But this guy, his name is Night. It's a Night Trash Company. We call him the Night Trasher. Fucking Marvel ripped this one off too, Tom. Yeah, he fucking goes against them, so they think, oh, we're gonna get that fucking trash man one of these days. They're also after the Exterminator, the guy that's wearing a fucking a helmet.
A welding helmet, not the motorcycle helmet from the last one.
And if you've ever worn a welding helmet, you know that your visibility is great. It's pretty much enhanced, especially at night. You could see everything.
But I mean, as soon as you use that flamethrower, then it's just like, oh, okay, yeah. Now I can see as much as I need to work.
I suppose.
This should be mentioned, though. The trash man, as you called him, is a black guy.
He
You
is.
know, that doesn't really mean anything until you think, does the Exterminator only have black friends?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Um, he's still wearing his flak jacket and shit, you know, even though
He never took it off because it's good luck.
right, he's probably still wanted by the CIA, but you know, I guess maybe they think he's dead. I don't fucking know.
Were those people really from the CIA?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Uh,
They're not going to tell you in this one
Probably not, because
because you've seen it and they didn't.
right. Uh, the fucking gang is trying to get in on the drug trade, so they're meeting with them Dagos, you know, the ones that control the drug trade. Hmm.
It hurts when you say it.
These people don't trust each other, Tom. You know, but there's money to be made. Maybe they can make a deal. Maybe they can make a deal. Yeah, they see the truck going by one day, and it just so happens that old John Henry got a job with old night trash guy, and he's lets him borrow the truck even though he just met him like 2 days ago. I was like, yeah, you can use the truck. Go ahead and go get laid. You know, the gang members follow him. They think, hey, well, this is the guy in the van in the truck that fucking messed with our dude. So they beat up his lady, Tom. They beat her up, and mess up one of her legs. And Tom, it's the worst thing you can do to a dancer. Mess up their legs. Now she'll never make off Broadway. Ever. You know what this means. Time for revenge.
No, I say she can't run away when you try and fuck her.
No, but she wasn't running anyway. Uh,
She's fat.
yeah. So they go after him. You know, this guy that just met him. You know, let him use his truck and all this other shit. Yeah, I'll go with you and get revenge with you and kill people. Why not? You know, let's go do it.
I'm unhinged too.
Hmm.
I also have a mental disorder.
That and he gets shot up. You know, and well,
Huh. Wait a minute. So maybe the exterminator was just setting these black people up. And this movie's actually about him being an undercover racist.
that's who he's exterminating.
Yep.
Hmm.
That's what I got out of this series.
Mario Van Peebles shoots that dude up, and then old fucking John Henry gets away, and then he thinks, I saw the A Team. Let me fucking fix up this track.
Hey, I saw the A team. Let me go to the phone book. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, Mr. T, are you looking for a new friend?
Rest in peace, Mr. He soups up the truck, with machine guns and all kinds of shit because this guy's just like a mechanical genius or whatever, and goes back after
This guy's a fucking puppeteer at best. And not even a very good one.
and down Tom, and that's the climax of the movie is the big showdown.
This fucking asshole turns his fucking van or the dude's fucking truck into a Muppet that can just he pretty much turns it into the fucking Ninja Turtle van where he can like fucking open the things up and then fucking turn a whirly majig that'll fucking kinda make the guns that pop out when if you would have just made something where you can stick the gun out and look out of, probably, do better with that. Not, oh, I'm just gonna make this puppet that just shoots bullets all willy nilly and hope for the best. They can all just lay on the ground and wait for you to run out of ammo. Sure, they didn't, because it's a movie, but this was fucking stupid.
uh, Robert Ginty looks pretty bad in this movie.
He
Uh,
needs a mustache.
the makeup people, the makeup department did a horrible job with him. Like the powder on him is just all over, and his face looks like shit.
That was from the donuts.
uh, the music in this movie is some of the worst I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
It is pretty fucking annoying. It's just dumb shit. Uh Everything that was good about that first movie, they forgot about in this one. You know, uh, he does do the shit that's on the cover, though. You know, he does kill people with the flamethrower. You know, which
The first one was severely lacking, even though it's not like it's great in this one. Like the first, or not the first time, because in the first like opening scene, he uses the flamethrower. But the first time you actually see the results, he kind of just steps out in an alley, gets the you see then you see a couple people like, "Oh no, I'm on fire." And then it just cuts to charred corpses like that right away, and it's just, I understand movie time and everything, but maybe give it another couple seconds to breathe.
well, one of the ones that I thought was really good. It's a rare instance of something being really good in this movie. Is when they come to the downed helicopter, and the guy's on fire. And that shit looked good. And that's like, fuck, that dude's brave. You know, sitting in there in a fucking little, tube, so the heat has to be even more intense in that shit. And then they show him fall out, and there's some good makeups with his burnt face and stuff. But that's it. You know, that's the only instance you do see a lot of people on fire throughout the movie, but that's probably the best instance in the whole movie.
Yeah, not as bad as I remember. Not as good as the first one. It's a canon movie and it kind of delivers on the canon movie stuff, unlike the fucking what Chuck Norris shit we just watched. But yeah, it was fine. If you like fucking white guy gets revengeance movies, it's another one. It's worth a watch, I guess. But
Yeah, this isn't something I would rush out and buy, a tricked out special edition of. It is streaming, so you can watch it there. Just like the first one, first one was gritty and it had a lot of shit I liked, but I still don't think it's something that I need to keep on the shelf or anything. This one definitely not.
yeah, the first one we can say, God damn, that Stan Winston decapitation was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Holy shit. Still,
Nothing you can really.
no, nothing here. If you like trash trucks, I guess, that must also serve as plow trucks.
Mm.
I don't know.
But just remember, old Glickenhaus said, no, no, First Blood is the true sequel.
Shit, that's funny.
Crazy. Oh, I just like to think that, Rambo's the. Yeah, I bet you do. You fuck. I like to think I'm successful.
Rambo money, buddy.
Oh, it is what it is. I don't know. Those are the Exterminator movies.
All two of them.
They were fine.
Yeah, it was, entertaining enough.
You know what I hope is entertaining enough, Joe? The two Z-Ram movies.
Z-Ran.
Ram.
Z-Ram.
I think it's Zeiram. And they are on Tubi, maybe Prime. The good news is, Joe, there's two versions. You can watch the original version, or you could watch the dubbed version. It's up to you. I don't give a fuck what you do
Oh,
with your life.
I thought you were going to tell me there was a gaffer's cut or something.
Oh, the lighting really is better in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking pricks. I don't know. There's that. Fuck. Probably should have played the little bit of the theme song at the beginning of this new record, because now we won't have the plugs at the beginning of this group of reviews. So that sucks, dick, but nobody watches the shit anyways. Bang, bang, bitch.
We got him a couple of times in the middle, at least,
Yeah, fucking prick. Thanks for stopping by, Rich. Damn, Charlie didn't even show up to bitch. I can't believe it.
Yeah, where's the fucking Black Pope? And where's the ex-president? And, yeah.
George hasn't shown up for a while.
Yeah.
Bootleg, he just reposted. He never says anything.
Red became an ice trucker.
Red, I hope you're still out there, bud. Jeez Louise.
We'll see
Chris Holm, he fucking died of feline AIDS, which is horrible, but, going to those conventions, something was bound to happen. Well, Joe.
Are you Rin? Fuck.
Lori's here. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. Yeah. Oh, well, at least we know we suck. We never said we didn't.
Yeah, I looked at the numbers earlier today on the shit 3, 2. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once we do our Akelarre and the Bee review, that'll be the one that, I don't know. DWNProductions.net. Check out the stuff I have up there. There's a few good things up there. Maybe the motherless fuck masks or busts will go up there after Frightmare. I don't know. There's some shit. I don't know. If you want something made, though, hit me up. That'd be nice, especially if it's like something that's not a mask, maybe something big. I don't know. It would just be nice to get more stuff out there that says, hey, look, I can make more than just masks. My buddy Ernie recently hit me up and said, hey, can you make me a bikini that's looks like it's made of human flesh? Sure, I don't know how well it's going to fit you, but so maybe find some big titty broads and pictures on the internet come out later that we can all whack off to. But we'll see. We'll see. Joe?
FastCustomShirts.com. Like Tom, I have some new stuff that I'm probably going to add to the site before Frightmare, now that I think of it, because maybe somebody will buy something, and that would be cool. Yeah, hit me up too if you need custom work. But when I send that invoice, hey, pay it. All right. I'd like to have enough cash flow come in so I can go down to Corpus and see family and cut some metal so I can have some new metal for Frightmare. But nobody's been buying that shit for the past couple of years anyway. So it would just, I don't know, be decoration.
Well, Lori, hope you have a great week.
Yeah, Lori.
Thanks for watching. And whatever, Joe, just say it so we can go die.
BOYGOB.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to DWNProductions.net and FastCustomShirts.com. Until next time.